I was thinking what to say to you, the legal fraternity, and something came to mind. You know, as a politician, largest chunk of our job is meeting other politicians. And when you meet a politician, as many of you must have done, he will spend a lot of time talking about peripheral issues, half an hour, 45 minutes, and then eventually, right before he's ready to leave, he'll come to the point. You know, so it's quite frustrating for me. This is the difference between me and my sister. She has much more patience on this front, so she'll listen, you know, for half an hour, 45 minutes. And I'm thinking, okay, listen, you've come here to tell me something. You know, cut out the suspense. Tell me why you've come. And this sometimes comes as a shock to us politicians. Because also there's another thing going on. They also need the world to know that the meeting was 1 hour long or 2 hours long. Now, you're exactly the opposite. So, your time is expensive, unlike ours. So you come in and you instantly say what you have to say. And then on the other end of the spectrum is Dr. Singhvi, who is, you know, I've also dealt with a lot of lawyers, but he is like a laser beam. He will get to the point instantly, and he will cut exactly to what the issue is. And I've got, I don't know, I've lost count, but I think somewhere around 30, 32 cases. And so I discuss, you know, these cases with him. And it's very refreshing because it's literally, Dr. Singhvi, what do you think? And in 30 seconds, he's told me the entire, everything I need to understand has been delivered to me in 30 seconds. Now, it's important that you know who you are. You know, in our tradition, in the Eastern tradition, religious tradition, spiritual tradition, what is important is that you understand who you are. In the Western tradition, it's important that you understand everything around you. But in our tradition, it's important that you understand the self, and you understand yourself and your own structure. So it's important that you know who you are. First of all, the Congress party, you're the people who started the Congress party. So the Congress party was essentially lawyers, right? And Singhvi, no, and you need to be reminded of this because, and I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to every lawyer in this country. We would not have got freedom. We would not have got freedom if the lawyers of this country had not fought for freedom. All this talk about constitution, this would not be here if it had not been for lawyers. You mentioned, Singhvi mentioned Gandhi ji, Nehru ji, Patel ji, Ambedkar. Those were the top 5 or 6 people. But if you actually look at the Congress party in those days, there were other people, thousands and thousands of other lawyers who were operating at a lower level. So it was, the freedom movement was actually fought in large measure legally. Right? So, you are the people who are the backbone of the Congress party, and you are also the people who envisioned this constitution. If you had asked, if you had asked people who did not understand the law to frame this, it would be impossible. Right? So it was lawyers, it was the legal mind, it was the legal fraternity that built this entire architecture. And why am I telling you this? Because it is the architecture that you built that is being destroyed today. And it is being systematically unraveled on every front. Some visible in front of our face, and others hidden. I've been speaking recently about the election system. And I always had a suspicion that there was something wrong. Right from 2014, I had a suspicion that there's something wrong, something does not add up. In fact, I'll even go further. I had a suspicion in the Gujarat Assembly elections already. Okay? This ability to win sweeping victories. Congress party doesn't get a single seat in Rajasthan, doesn't get a single seat in Madhya Pradesh, doesn't get a single seat in Gujarat. This was surprising to me. And it went on for some time. There was a conversation, but I could never speak because there was no proof. So whenever we spoke, people said, well, where's the proof? And then something happened in Maharashtra, where in the Vidhan Sabha we won the election, hands down. In the Lok Sabha we won the election, hands down. And then 4 months later, we didn't just lose, we were obliterated. 3 formidable parties suddenly just evaporated. And that's when I thought that this just cannot be. And so we started right then to look seriously for electoral malpractice. We found it in Maharashtra. Clearly, 1 crore new voters show up between Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha. Bulk of those votes go to the BJP. But still, we didn't have clear proof. So when I would even mention it to our allies, that look, there is clear cheating that has happened, my allies would say to me, yes, we can see that there is cheating that has happened, but we don't have proof. And now, I say with absolutely no doubt that we have proof. And we have such proof. We have such proof that will show the whole country that the institution of the Election Commission does not exist. That it has disappeared. It has taken us 6 months. 6 months of non-stop work to find this proof. Why? Because the Election Commission does not give us electronic versions of the voter list. It gives us paper versions, and you'll be shocked to know, as I was, that when they give booth-wise paper versions of the voting list, that document cannot be scanned, it cannot be copied. Meaning you put it into a scanner, nothing comes out. Why would the Election Commission scan protect, copy protect the voter list? Now, you'll be shocked at the amount of detail we've gone into. And you will see, with no doubt, zero doubt, how a Lok Sabha election is stolen. 6.5 lakh voters vote, and 1.5 lakh of those voters are fake. Six and a half lakh voters vote, 1.5 lakh voters are fake. It's on paper. Documentation that we got from the Election Commission. Voter list that we got from the Election Commission. Physical paper. Where we went comparing photograph by photograph by photograph, name by name by name. 6.5 lakh people. Comparing one photograph to 6.5 lakh other photographs. And I'm proud of the work that the Congress party did. And you will see the shockwave that is going to go through the electoral system when we release this data. It's literally like an atom bomb. Because the truth, my friends, is that the election system in India is already dead. Please remember one thing. The Prime Minister of India is the Prime Minister of India with a very slim majority. If 10, 15 seats were rigged, and we suspect actually the number is much closer to 70, 80, 100. If 15 seats were rigged, he would not be the Prime Minister of India. And we are going to prove to you in the coming few days, we are going to prove to you without any doubt in the coming few days how a Lok Sabha election can be rigged and was rigged. So, it's very clear that the institution that holds this, that protects this, that holds this, that defends this, has been obliterated and taken over. We did not have proof, so we could not make these type of statements earlier. But I'm making this statement confidently because I have 100% proof now. And whoever I have shown it to has fallen off the chair. Literally, they said, how can this be possible? Well, it is possible. It is happening. Right? Who is going to fight this battle? Only you people can fight this battle. Frankly, we non-legal people don't even know how to fight this battle. We can fight the political battle. We can fight the battle on the streets. We can fight in the villages. We can fight in the city. We can't fight in the courts. We don't know how to. And so, you are the people who have to defend the Constitution in the courts. You know, I had a document. We had a document some years back on the Rafale deal. Randeep is looking at me. Document that said clearly, black and white, that the Prime Minister office and the NSA have interfered in the Rafale deal and damaged the Rafale deal. This document itself would have brought down any government in any country of the world. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. You know where the document went. You know where the document died. Nothing happened. I'm fighting 30 cases. Anyone who fights the regime, any political person, anybody who works in the NGOs, civil society knows that the moment you oppose, you will be attacked. You know, I remember when I was fighting the farm laws, and he's not here anymore, so really I shouldn't say it, but I will. And Arun Jaitley ji was sent to me to threaten me. And he said, you know, if you carry on down this path, opposing the government, fighting us on the farm laws, we will have to act against you. I looked at him and said, I don't think you know who you're talking to. I don't think you have an idea who you're talking to. Because we are Congress people. We're not cowards. We're not going to bend. The British couldn't bend us. The superpower couldn't bend us. Who the hell are you? And wherever you look, the problem exists. I mean, I've said it clear as day here that we have 100% proof. Watch the newspapers and the media tomorrow. They'll be talking about Bollywood, about how, you know, about how there was a fantastic dance, amazing solar eclipses taking place, something they'll come up with. And so this is a full-scale attack. And it's not just an attack on the Constitution. Because this book is a manifestation of India's identity. It's a manifestation of our history, of our culture, of our tradition, of our religion. This is not written in 1947, in 1950. This is 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years old. Buddha speaks through this book. Narayana Guru, Basavana, Ambedkar, Periyar, everybody who's been anybody in this country. Right? Anybody who's been, you look, anybody, and in every state there are there. In Assam, Gaurav will tell you. Right? In Tamil Nadu, in Karnataka, in Uttar Pradesh, Kabir, there's a list. So this is not something that we dreamt up in 1947 or 1950. This is our blood. And how dare you attack our blood? Right? So we are not just, we must remember, we are not just defending this red book, this legal document. We are defending our way of life. Right? Tell me which Indian tradition, which Hindu tradition says that you should beat up a Muslim child? Where is it written that you should lynch someone? Which tradition of ours says it? There's not a single tradition of ours that says it. Our tradition says everybody is the same. So these people, they're not attacking our politics. They're attacking us They're attacking our history. They're attacking our religion. For anybody who understands Hinduism, anybody who has gone into depth in Hinduism, they're attacking Hinduism. And frankly, yesterday my sister said to me, now, personal बात है तो बोलनी नहीं चाहिए, मैं बोल देता हूं, नहीं माफ करूंगा. She said to me, Rahul, you realize that you're playing with fire. And I said, yeah, Priyanka, I am playing with fire. I will continue to play with fire. I'm not scared of playing with fire. I have come here. Look, I am eventually, like most of you, I'm going to end up in the fire. Right? So what is the problem playing with the fire? My family has taught me that. My family has taught me do not be scared of cowards. My family has taught me that the most cowardly thing you can do ever is be scared of a coward. Right? And that's who we are dealing with. You please understand. That's exactly who we're dealing with. And my sister will tell you. Someday she'll also give a open-hearted speech and she'll tell you exactly the extent to which the ruling ideology is based in cowardice. So this is the difference between us. You see, when the British came, you stood up and said, we will defend our tradition, our culture, and our way of life. And the RSS said, sir, please tell us what we should do. Sir, please tell us how we can help you. And this is the truth. If it was not the truth, I wouldn't say it. It is the truth. People don't like it, but it is the truth. Gandhiji spent most of his adult life in jail. Nehruji spent most of his adult life in jail. Sardar Patel spent most of his adult life in jail. Why? Because they opposed the British. Show me the RSS leader who did it. So they fear the Congress. The true Congress. You see, they fear the true Congress. And every single one of you have the true Congress inside you. What is the Congress? I'll tell you what the Congress is. What is the Congress? The Congress is, a famous American general, General Patton, who fought in World War II, was asked, what is the difference between a hero and a coward? What do you think his answer was? He says 5 minutes. He says the hero waits 5 minutes and the coward runs away. Right? So the Congress is just simply bravery. It's just bravery. When somebody comes in front of you, says something to you that you don't agree with, and you have the courage to stand up and say, sorry, I don't agree with it. I will not accept it. That's the Congress. Up now, there's another element. You can be courageous and be wrong. So then there is the element of truth. that courage without truth doesn't mean anything. We are going to be courageous, but we are always going to be defending the truth, not defending some lie. And then the final thing, most beautiful thing, we are going to do it non-violently. So we will not, no matter what you do, you cut our arms off, we will not act violently towards you. So these three things, the ability to tell the truth, courage, and then not letting your anger overtake you and go into the zone of violence. This is the Congress. And if you want to define the BJP, just do the opposite. No, बड़ी अच्छी तरह फिट होता है. If you don't have the courage, you deal in untruth, and you're violent. There you are. That's the difference. So I'd like to finish by saying, you're an inspiration to us. I mean, I know when I am navigating, when I am in the cases, you know, आप मुझे politically कहीं भी डाल दो मैं navigate कर जाऊंगा, but court में मैं नहीं जानता क्या करना है. मुझे कहते हैं, चीमा जी बैठे मुझे कहते हैं, भैया ये बोल मत देना. अभी भी देख रहे हैं, he's looking in my direction and saying ये कुछ मतलब उल्टा सीधा, right? So I don't understand how to navigate that, and you help us navigate that. Singhvi ji helps us navigate that. Chidambaram ji, Kapil Sibal ji is not here, but he also helps us navigate that. You know, so thank you very much. And finally, Singhvi ji, I had an idea while I was sitting there, which was that, you know, every hospital has a blood bank. When you need blood, there's a blood bank. And these days, because of the nature of the RSS and BJP, legal time has become like blood, right? Many people need this. For the Congress people, it's easy. You know, Sukhuji needs legal services. Singhvi ji, all the top people are there. I need legal services. I can pick up the phone and call Singhvi ji, Chima ji, Chidambaram ji, possibly even Kapil Sibal ji. Right? And of course, Tankha ji. But everybody can't do this. You know, some Congress worker somewhere, he can't do this. Or if you're not Congress, somebody who's being attacked, civil service person being attacked, can't do this. So my suggestion to you is build a legal time bank. Get your thousands of lawyers to say, listen, we commit X amount of time to defend the Indian Constitution, and anybody who wants access to that time can come. ये मैं जानता हूँ आप करते हो, पर इसको आप systematically कीजिए. ये आप informally करते हो, बहुत अच्छी तरह करते हो, but इसको आप formally कीजिए. That everybody knows that if I need legal time, I'm being attacked. Maybe I'm in Manipur, you know, maybe I'm in Chhattisgarh. I need legal time. There is the Congress legal department that I can turn to, and they will give me this 21st century blood legal time. It's an honor for me to come here. It's a pleasure for me to come here. Thank you, Singhvi ji, for giving me this opportunity to talk to so many lawyers at the same time. Thank you very much. All the best.